Hello and welcome. I'm Ramesh Ramachandran. It's just after 6 p.m. in New Delhi, 4:30 in the afternoon in Muscat, and 7:30 in the morning in Washington, D.C. We're interrupting our regular programming to bring you a special broadcast on Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to Oman. We're calling it India and Oman, Close Neighbors, Closer Ties. Remember, the Prime Minister is on a three-nation tour of West Asia and Africa. He'll be visiting Oman at the invitation of Sultan Haitham bin Tariq, with whom he will hold discussions on strengthening the strategic partnership as well as a strong commercial and economic relationship. The visit will mark 70 years of the establishment of diplomatic relations between the two countries and follows the state visit of Sultan Tariq to India in December of 2023. The Prime Minister is scheduled to address a gathering of the Indian diaspora in Oman. It will be his second visit to that country. The Ministry of External Affairs has said that the visit will be an opportunity for both sides to comprehensively review the bilateral partnership, including in the areas of trade, investment, energy, defense, security, technology, agriculture and culture, as well as exchange views on regional and global issues of mutual interest. We'll get you the latest from our reporter in Muscat. We'll also be joined by our guests to put the visit in its proper context for you. Right, so in a short while from now, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will reach Muscat, Oman, on the last leg of his three-nation tour of West Asia and Africa. Now, Oman is a strategically located Gulf nation connected by water from India's western shores. DD India's Gautam Roy sent us this report from Muscat about India-Oman relations and prospects for their growth at a landmark juncture in their ties.
The Southeast Arabian nation of Oman in West Asia borders Saudi Arabia, the UAE and Yemen, and faces the Arabian Sea to the southeast. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is visiting the Sultanate of Oman for the second time after 2018 on Wednesday and Thursday, marking 70 years of diplomatic relations. The visit is set to advance already extensive ties, which range from defense to energy, plus trade and investment to technology.
This is the second visit of Prime Minister to the Sultanate of Oman after his last visit in February 2018. It also follows the state visit of His Majesty, the Sultan of Oman, to India in December 2023. This visit is of great significance as it will be taking place when India and Oman are together celebrating the 70th anniversary of establishment of diplomatic relations.
India and Oman share links which go back nearly 5,000 years. Diplomatic relations were established in 1955. Relations were elevated to a strategic partnership in 2008. Oman's ruler, Sultan Haitham bin Tariq, paid a state visit to India in December 2023. Oman is India's closest defense partner in the Gulf. It's the only GCC nation with which India conducts tri-service joint exercises. Bilateral trade reached $10.61 billion in FY 2024-25. Over 6,000 Indian-Oman joint ventures are present in Oman, adding $7.5 billion to its economy. Oman's FDI equity inflow into India totaled $605.57 million between the years 2000 to 2025. Oman-India Joint Investment Fund, set up as a 50-50 joint venture for projects in India. The OIGIF has so far invested $320 million and another $300 million is under implementation. The two nations have also been negotiating a Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement or CEPA since November 2023. It has been cleared by both the Indian Cabinet and Oman's Shura Council, and there's a strong likelihood that it will be signed during this visit among other key pacts. The India-Oman Diaspora Connect is 675,000 strong, and they're looking forward with a lot of excitement to the PM's visit.
We hope that this goes a very long way, sir. We hope that all the Indian community, the Banya community, the business community, they do very well, and they go forward in the future, sir.
Oman is also a crucial pillar of India's West Asia policy and a key interlocutor at the Gulf Cooperation Council, the Arab League and the Indian Ocean Rim Association, ties which extend beyond the bilateral. India and Oman are now at a cusp of an even higher plane of relations in terms of both trade, energy, which have already been there, but also in many other spheres from digital to tech and even defense. And with this visit, it's hope that these will then set the course for better prosperity and development for both the nations. With cameraperson RK, Gautam Roy, Muscat, Oman, TD India.
Now, the Indian diaspora in Oman is anxiously waiting for the Prime Minister's arrival. They've planned a special welcome for him.
Welcome, Modi ji. We are excited to meet you in Oman.
Welcome, Modi ji. Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, we warmly welcome you to Oman.
I don't think I've seen a more humble leader than him. He would love to talk to all of us and enlighten us about our future, as we are the future of our country.
मोदी जी, मैं आपसे मिलने के लिए बहुत ज़्यादा उत्साहित हूँ। वेलकम टू ओमान।
अपने ग्रेट लीडर, विजनरी लीडर यहाँ आ रहे हैं। मोदी जी का जो इंतजार हो रहा है, पीपल आर रियली लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड।
उनके संसदीय क्षेत्र बनारस से मैं हूँ, हमारे लिए एकदम सौभाग्य की बात। और वे मस्कत आ रहे हैं, ओमान आ रहे हैं, इससे बढ़कर और क्या है, हमारा अहोभाग्य।
I've seen many of his talks, many of how his interaction with the students, with others. Like, it makes me feel so much inspired because such a great leader and one of the top leaders in the world.
Such an aspiring leader who has inspired all of us.
हम सब बहुत खुश हैं और अपने आप को बहुत प्राउड फील कर रहे हैं कि वो ओमान मस्कट में आ रहे हैं और हम लोगों से मिलेंगे।
We are all very elated to know that Prime Minister Modi is visiting Oman.
Prime Minister Modi has a special affinity for the younger generation. He is particularly paternal towards and caring for 10th and 12th grade students who face crucial academic year-end exams which decide their future. He hosts an annual event with these students where an easygoing interaction is held with an emphasis on de-stressing ahead of key examinations. Pariksha Pe Charcha, or a chat about exams, is watched by students abroad as well. Gautam Roy visited an Indian school in Muscat and interacted with students there.
The Indian diaspora in Oman is 675,000 strong, and the Indian education system has a strong presence in the Sultanate. There are 22 Indian schools all over the country, and we're at one of them, the Indian school Muscat. Let's talk to some of the students here because they are in anticipation of even interacting with the Prime Minister. That is something that is in the plans. It's quite likely that you'll be meeting Prime Minister Modi. What sort of an interaction are you expecting to have with him?
First of all, I'm really grateful that we all have the opportunity to meet the PM, because not many people get this opportunity, and I really want to hear him speak about the opportunities, the career opportunities which we will get, the new generation, especially in India. Listening to his speeches on Pariksha Pe Charcha really helps me to stay grounded and makes me feel less pressurized.
That's great. So already even overseas, Pariksha Pe Charcha, that is a chat about exams of Prime Minister Modi, is being heard by students in a place like Oman as well. Let's talk to some more of them. Hi, what is your name?
My name is Eliska D'Souza.
Eliska, the Prime Minister is a fairly inspiring figure. He's very hardworking, as well as he doesn't let the pressure of running a whole country get to him. Is that something, a quality that you would like to perhaps imbibe? If you interact with him, do you think that sort of an osmosis could happen?
Yes, in fact it could be, because as myself being a prefect, it is a great inspiration from him how he runs this country and how his inspiration is spread through all over the world and in India. So it is a great thing to know from him.
Is there something in terms of discipline as well that you pick up from the Prime Minister? Because again, he has very tight schedule, extremely busy, and yet he manages everything with reasonable ease.
I am really inspired by everything the Prime Minister does. To be honest, the fact that him taking out time just to spend some time with the students is really inspiring. I have not seen anyone else do this, and it just brings me a lot of joy knowing that such a great world leader is someone who I can potentially interact with. So the discipline that he carries around is really inspiring, and the fact that he meets all his deadlines, he is always punctual, is something I really wish to learn from him.
We are excited to meet you, Prime Minister.
There's another thing that Prime Minister Modi has always maintained, is that all children should, apart from of course paying attention to the studies, also spend a lot of time in the playing field, sweat so much in the playing field that from tip to toe they do get a bit soaked. So let's find out from these students. Hi, what's your name?
Hello, I'm Aryan and I'm from the 12th grade.
Okay, Aryan, now do you also feel that apart from your academics, your studies, co-curricular or extracurricular activities, sports is and should be an inseparable part of your lives, and is it? And do you feel that that is something that really helps you manage stress as well of studies and exams?
Yeah, 100%, because there's a lot of stuff outside of textbooks that we need to learn, and sports especially helps you learn a lot of that. So like, let's say teamwork. So we learn a lot of that through sports, and a lot of other things are taught in our school, not just through academics and extracurricular activities, which helps us honestly expand our horizons. And all the schemes that have been brought up by our Honorable Prime Minister, it really does make it feel like there is not just an emphasis on academics, but overall more holistic.
What do you feel is the best part about the education here, which I believe is an Indian Education Board? And do you feel that this is something that will help you in your future career, being part of the Indian Education Board, like the Central Board of Secondary Education?
Even though we are in Oman, we are still in part of the CBSE family, and being in that, we get all the resources which a student in India is getting.
What do you feel about how important is de-stressing in terms of preparations for the studies, and then taking part in sports or other activities? What do you do yourself to de-stress?
I personally take up extracurricular activities. I participate in the activities which are there from the school itself. I guess the school gives us those initiatives personally to maintain our stress. And yeah, I get into art and sometimes sports.
Do you feel that being spiritual or meditating, thinking within yourselves, or even things like controlling your breathing helps you with de-stressing?
And I feel like meditating and like taking proper yoga exercises and all, it helps to calm yourself down. It helps you to think in the present, like what's happening around. Because in that way you can focus on what you want to do and what you want to really achieve, like your goals and everything. So I think that helps in the studies as well.
As you can see, the students here at the Indian School in Muscat are well prepared. They are conscious of what they need to do to advance in life, and this is something that perhaps will be conveyed as well when Prime Minister Modi is here in Oman, perhaps meeting with them and interacting with them as well. With camera person RK and as well as Mohan Mukut Sharma, this is Gautam Roy, Muscat, Oman, DD India.